Hi everybody, welcome back to TorsCash Corner, and in today's video we're going to be stuffing some of my bills, some of my subscriptions, my debt, and then budgeting out some money for the other videos that we have going on this week. And we're also going to be doing a little unstuffing in here, and I got a new chair, so if you hear it squeaking, bear with me, I'm still trying to break it. So that's actually some of the stuff we're going to unstuff right now. So we will start with... So this is actually the first time I'm able to film in about 2 weeks. So we're in the very last week of August, and the time I filmed before this, it was like the second week of August. So it's been a fat minute since I filmed, and this is just the income from Gabe's paycheck from this last Friday, and some of the daycare paycheck, and yeah, so it's been a little bit of time since my last filming, and I'm just gathering my stuff has been happening, and it's just, you know, anyways, life has been lifing. So I hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, I hope it's you know, I'm hoping we're liking that it's entering September, because I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna start off with unstuffing some stuff, if I didn't say that already. So fun fact, we got our game chairs. Okay, if I remember, I will take some pictures of them and insert them, but we got our 3 game chairs, and I had been saving this money for our first payment of, why can't I think of what it's called? Afterpay. I use a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot of, but I have used like Afterpay, Affirm, that kind of thing. So this is just a 4-payment breakdown, and I bought our game chairs and then a bunch of our raving outfits with this payment. So I'm going to be doing, hold on. So for both things that I purchased, it's $190 a month, and you'll see that start reflecting on our so it was about $95 from each envelope, but I didn't have that in each envelope, so I paid like $45, I think, out of pocket, like directly, because we had gotten paid just a little bit more with Gabe's paycheck than we anticipated. So I took a little bit of money from there. So currently we have $70 here in game chair. I don't know, maybe I took one, or maybe I think maybe I took a 10 from when Gabe needed gas. I took from here. So I'm bringing $70 here added into our original total. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's some ones in here. I'm having a rough time right now. I don't know what's happening in my head, but I'm not even like, I don't know. That was weird. I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay. So we're going to add today, I'm going to add this in. We're going to play this roll and save today and this scratch off. So we're still going to continue this game, but we're not going to do these ones that we have. We unstuffed those, right? And then we'll also be adding a total of 95 every 2 weeks. We'll need to be adding in here. So let me okay. The other one in here that we need to unstuff, we already took out the NCR, and we only have one more payment, I believe. Nope, that's a different one, sorry. We have our whole new ones that we'll be adding in after we play the July group in here, okay? Not that one, not that one, this one. Okay, sorry, Gabe's loan. So I had about half in here. The last thing I had was 175, and obviously this is not 175, right? This is 2045. Oh, okay. So I had the 175 in Gabe's loan, correct? And now we only have 45. I took 130 to cover the rest of the power bill, and then left the full loan amount in Gabe's account. So that already got taken out. It's on my paper, I'll show in a minute. Or I guess I can show right now. Right here, Gabe's loan is still in the bank. I believe it should have already been taken out, but these two I know for sure were already taken out. But this is what was left in the bank, and then we'll go over this all after I change the numbers on it. I'm just trying to finish this unstuffing. Holy moly, that has taken me way too long. So 45 being added, and then like I said, the rest went to the power bill. And I'll change these papers like when I'm done filming. Okay, let's see. Gabe's loan done. The iPad Affirm, I had put it in here just in case. I know in the last video that I had said it was in the bank, but I got scared that I was going to spend that money, and I ended up not, or like, I don't know. I just get nervous, and so I just stuffed this, and we actually didn't need it. So in my head, we saved money, okay? Girl match here. Gabe's car payment is the other one, which I don't, is that in here? Or is that in my other binder? I'm still trying to figure out. I want to change my binders a little bit, but I don't know. Okay. So that's it for this video, or this video, that binder. And sorry, loud airplanes. And in this binder from Cooper, we're going to unstuff the water bill. Nope, the gas bill. Okay. Because this already got pulled out from Gabe's account. We had 10 in here, and then the full amount was 27. So we just had a $10, like we had like a $20 buffer in his account for some reason that I had left, or I don't know if his buddy paid him, or I don't know. And so we just used the 17 to cover the rest of the gas bill. And our water bill came in. You guys, this is like probably one of the most expensive water bills I've fucking had. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut that out. That I have had. So we're gonna have to save about $300 for this one, is like roughly what I'm aiming for, but it's $284, something like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to buckle down on this one. I'm not unstuffing that. Not unstuffing that. Car payment. Okay, I didn't have anything in here, and I didn't know if I did, but I had left the full amount in the bank, and that's still what's in on my paper. This all is in the other binder now, my variables binder. Okay, well, and some of it's in my variables binder. So PetVet, I don't believe has anything. Has $1. I had at the time when I wrote this down the $60 in here for, so I had wrote this down before we had taken the cats to their snipping, so there was only the $1 in there that I had. I think it was from this game from Victoria, or the scratcher from Victoria, but we're gonna just kind of redo this one, or not redo her, but like we're gonna continue on with it, because we're gonna need 2 boy snippings in about, I don't know, 4-ish months. I don't think I mentioned this, but these are the zebra clickers, and I found mine actually at the dollar store. My mom works at the dollar store, and I helped her put these out on the shelf, and I didn't even realize what they were when I was putting them out on the shelf. Sorry, my air conditioner just kicked on. And then I remember Amanda talking about them, and I was like, oh my gosh. And when I went back, the only colors they had were these 3, which is fine. I love purple, and obviously I use black and red all the time, and they're honestly right now one of my favorites. So 10 out of 10 recommend to go, and if you can find them. I know I saw a pack of them though for like maybe 4 or 5 colors at Walmart, but they were like $9 at my Walmart. So I don't know, that felt a little outrageous to me because I saw them at the dollar store, right? I know the dollar store isn't like fully $1 yet. Like my mom, like I said, works there, and so like she tells me all the time when the prices are changing, so I know stuff is changing, but these were $1.25 at mine. PetVet, we took out the $1. We'll fix that later, okay? It says smoke here, but Gabe and Ellie already ran out of their vape, so I might just leave this in here. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in here. This 10 was to cover money we owed a buddy for something, or for vape in this section, so we paid back that $10 with the money Gabe got paid. And then the last thing is rave outfits. So like I said, we did order everything that, well, not everything we had wanted, but everything we needed for Lost Lands outfits, and that's including Gabe's, Ellie's, and mine. And like I said, I put that on the Afterpay or whatever it is that, I think it's Afterpay. Yeah, it's Afterpay. And I'm also going to be taking out this IOU because that's everything for this year's festival. So actually, well, not for right now. No, I'll leave this in here. That's a lie, because we're going to go to Thunderdome next, and that would be, yeah, we still need that for Thunderdome. Okay, so we're unstuffing from here 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we had 80 in here, I'm pretty sure, right? So we had a total, I believe, of 75 in here. 75 or 80, I don't even remember. I think on a sticky note over here, I have written that I had 80. I don't know where that, if I had it like extra and didn't cross off this watermelon, I don't know. But we have 34 here, and I used the other amount to pay for some of the Afterpay that we had originally due for the outfits and the chairs in that one order. So I was just unstuffing the extra that I had. So should I have written that down when I had unstuffed? Hang on one second. After all of that, okay, that should be all for this unstuffing portion. So if you jump around, that's totally fine. We're going to be continuing on with counting now to see what we have, I guess, and then kind of going from there. So let me move this. I had $1,730 when we started. So I guess let's see how much we added in total to make sure. So we're gonna do 200, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,050. Okay. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 175. Finally, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2. Oh. We now have $1,917 to be fully stuffing and putting aside for other videos. So let me write that down because that's where I write. Usually I use the other pen, so this is wild to be using this one. Okay, so that's what we're going to be stuffing here today, and we're kind of going to be going with this. I'm pretty sure is what I have kept everything that kind of the same, but we'll have my notes over here just in case. And per usual, I'm using this green mild liner to highlight everything that we're adding and we're not adding. So I guess we'll just start with our bills, subscriptions, and debt. And then depending on how long it is from there, we will go split off the money for my variables, the group plays, my savings, and stuff like that. And that'll be another video, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. So we have in the bank for rent already 1,000, I believe, like 300 or something like that. I don't even remember what all we have already in placeholders. So we're adding another placeholder, like in the bank placeholder, but also like some cash that might be changed. I don't know. I've been putting our money in a safe box. I just have been getting stressed out with it. I don't know. Anyways, we have 1,200 in placeholder money here. I believe that's correct. I don't know. Hang on. I must have forgotten to add another placeholder because there's 1,300 actually in there. So we're going to add this 300 in here, and this is what is in the safe right now. So I am also going to be starting using, I used to budget just with my iPad solely when I first started cash budgeting, and before, like this was before I even started a YouTube. This was like when I was budgeting back in like October like of 2023, I believe. So I'm going to be using this breakdown sheet, and this can be found on Budget with Amanda's Kofi. I'm pretty sure it's a freebie. Like I think anyone can have it. And I'm just going to be using this as my budget breakdown here because I feel like I'm getting confused with what I'm adding in a video and what I'm not. And then when I get to my placeholders, I like am completely lost. Not my placeholders, but like my, like, I can't even think of what these are called. My expense breakdown, like this, I get confused. So we're going to be kind of doing a couple of things here at once. So today we're adding 570 in cash, but there's 618 in the bank right now. So we're going to be doing two things. We're going to be adding a placeholder and then some other placeholders. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to be adding an in the bank placeholder of $618, okay? And this comes from we got paid from daycare, and this was in another account, and we transferred it into Gabe's account, and it won't hit that account till Tuesday, I believe. By the time I'm filming this or whatever, it'll be in the, or by the time I'm done editing and posting this, it'll already be in the account. So I'll probably end up changing this for a bunch of placeholders. But that should be honestly the rest of the rent, I'm pretty sure. So we have right here, sorry, 1,300, but 100 of that is for next month's rent, for October's rent. So we actually only have 1,200 originally, and then we're adding the 570 in cash and then the 618, which, ooh, so that's $7 off if you can see this math. So we're adding the 570 and 618. So I don't know if I did that math wrong or what. I'm going to make sure there's 625 in the bank, and then we're adding 570 today. Like I said, this one is for October. Let me maybe make a note of that. Oh, I smeared that, my bad. Okay, so 625 placeholder in the bank placeholder is going in, and then we're going to be adding, we'll do this 500 and then I'll do the 70. So let me get 500 really fast. 200, 300, 400, 500, 50, 60, 70. Okay, so we're adding the 570 here. Hold on. Okay. And so in placeholder money, we have 1,500, 600, 700, 870. And then in the bank, we have 625. So that's perfect with the correct denominations. So I'm going to finish off this challenge from Erica's Money Moves. And she was part of the pen pal group, but she is not any longer. And I'm just trying to also do the why can't I think of it? The rest of the summer challenges, because summer is coming to an end and I'm so sad, but I'm also really excited for fall. So I'm actually not sure what weather's going to be like in Ohio yet. We have like yet to really look at all of that like that. It changes in Ohio, I've heard quite a lot. So we're just crossing our fingers that it's pretty good, you know. Okay, so let me use, I want to use this purple click art one was what I was going to use. And so we have 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, and we added more than our 200. So I will be adding another challenge in there, but that finishes this one off, and I'm going to put this to the side here. Okay, and then continuing onwards, I will update these papers later. Renter's insurance is getting $8 today, and this is just for our insurance, and I've been trying to do it where I can do it throughout the whole month and save instead of just like having to add, you know, quickly like the whole 15 at once from that paycheck. I feel like it's been going a little bit better. So we now have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. So this is, I need 4 of these crossed off. So we now have a total of 4 crowns crossed off, and then we just need to add $3 the next time. And I didn't even say this. This is for Budget with Amanda's Shrek monthly challenges, and I love them. They're so cute. Cat's gonna use the cat scratcher now. Storage unit is getting $90, and we are going to be using this challenge from Eileen over at Life With Me, and each snow cone, or excuse me, shaved ice, not snow cone, is worth $14. And let's see, I'm adding 90, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, right? Okay. So we need 140 in here for the full storage unit to this, and that will be the full $140 payment for the storage unit. I believe it's $136, but I've just been doing $140, and then that little $4 buffer just stays in Gabe's account. So here is the rest of the snow cones. Why do I keep saying that? The rest of the shaved ice. And that finishes off this challenge. Saved us a total of $190 with Eileen's challenge. So we will be adding a new challenge in here next week. And that is the full month. Oh my gosh. Well, like I said, we unstuffed that. Here is the water bill. And we currently have, I believe, 140 in here. And we're going to be adding another 100 in here. So each cat paw is $10 on this Vicky Thinks challenge, and I love this challenge. This will save us just a total of 200. So I believe, yeah, we've surpassed that. Yeah, we're at 240. So let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and this is only 60. So we will just add another challenge to this for next month's water bill. We still need another $140 in here, and I'm going to attempt to get that with our last daycare child's payment at the end of the month. So that's where I'm gonna get that from. And I don't know why I said I think, because they're paying us. I know that before this bill is due. So yeah, that's where that's gonna come from, but it'll be a full 140 that time. And like I said, this water bill this month was expensive. Okay, the power bill, it just got paid, so it's not getting anything, and that's where I said I took the extra money from that was in. That's where we pulled that extra money from to add to the power bill, was from Gabe's loan that was already pre-staffed. So that's why we're not adding to that. Wi-Fi is getting 38, and that's for the total that's for the total 76, but we're actually going to switch out the denominations in here for the total 76, if that makes sense. So we're going to do 50, 60, 75, and 6. And so we're going to be just exchanging that for this, if that makes sense. So let me write this down really fast. From this challenge from the Cafecito Budget, or Michelle over at the Cafecito Budget, I love her stuff. It's so freaking cute. Each little crane is worth $6 and 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so this challenge only equals $72. So the extra 4 won't be accounted for on this challenge, but that is okay. I just wanted to use this challenge, and oh my gosh, this marker goes perfectly with her. It's so cute. And then next week we will have a new challenge in here, but that completes this challenge from Michelle for our Wi-Fi. And now we're stuffing the full 76 amount in here, which is awesome. That's fully funded. And then the phone bill is getting $82, and I believe that also finishes her off. And I wanted to condense this as well. So let me see. We have currently in here 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 3, which is a total of 165, which is perfect. So this challenge from Cash Stuffing Co. Saves us 120 on here, and then sorry, hang on. So this challenge from Budget with Amanda, her summer one, will save us a total of $45 on this will be saved, and then 120 will be saved on this, for a total of 165 is how I did that math. But we're going to switch out some of the denominations to get rid of some of these 50s, because I was unable to go into the bank for either one of these withdrawals. So I'm just working with literally hundreds, 50s, and 20s, and like they gave me more 50s than anything, and I'm so mad. So I'm trying to condense as much as I can as I go. So we have 100, and it's 65, right? 150. Let's see, we're gonna put all this back in here, and it should be like this. Let me see, is there crusty 10? Okay, so this is the 150, 65. And let us color in these challenges. So like I said, this challenge from Krishna over at the Cash Stuffing Co. I love her challenges. They're super cute. Each little circle I did make equal $5. So we're just going to do like this: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then we'll do little check marks. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 6, 7, 8. And then this little starfish equals $4. He's the only one that equals $4, but that's so it would all equal 45. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and that is the 165 total saved with both of those challenges from those wonderful ladies. And I will be adding next week new ones per usual. So that is the full phone amount, and that's awesome. Okay, let me do this. And car payment is not getting anything right now. Neither is car insurance. Car payment, I believe. Yeah, it's in the bank, but it already got pulled out. I guess I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, and Gabe's loan. Those all are in the bank and should have already been pulled out. So Prime annual here, we are going to be adding the $13 we rolled for, and that's for the rest of August and for a little bit of September. So hang on one second. $13 we rolled for, and that's for the rest of August and for a little bit of September. So hang on one second. Okay, so we should have a total of $46 in here. So I'm actually going to swap out 5 and 6. Okay, so that's the 46 that should be in here after adding the 13. And we originally just had 33. So we need 15 every month starting in June for a total of 145. So we added our full 15 for this month, and let's see, June, July, August. Cool. We have one whole extra dollar, so next month we need to try and save just $14 instead of the full 15, which we'll take the dollar as we can. And we're going to use this challenge, or we have been using this challenge from Cooper over at Purely Budgets, and I believe this is on his Etsy, but I use this and we do 2 a month to see how much we save. So since we already did I believe it was these 3 for August, we're going to wait to play this until September. So awesome. Doing really great with that, surprisingly. I didn't think we were going to make it this far. So that's all for the back binder. Okay, I don't believe there's any subscriptions I have. And then we're going to jump to this debt binder. And let's see, okay, we're going to be adding to Gabe's care credit. That's right here. Awesome. Okay. And we're adding the $58 here. And that's our full 117. And I forgot we're doing this 213. We're not going to be starting until after we come home from Lost Lands, when we're able to fully buckle down and add the extra 100 to this. So we're going to stick with what we had originally been cash stuffing the entire time, which is 117, and that's what I had budgeted at the beginning of the year when I was trying to buckle down on our debt and do like kind of like a snowball debt. But the minimum for this is like $65, maybe $70, I don't know. So we're paying a little bit more regardless. So after Lost Lands though, we'll be adding the 213, but for right now we're still doing 117. And we're going to get the denominations for that because, like I said, I'm trying to get these out of here. 110, 15. Let's see. Get some ones that are gross. 16. 17, right? 116. Or 110, 15, 16, and 17. And let's see. Let's have at least 10 of these little sea urchins crossed off. This is from Budget with Amanda. This is a Kofi mail one. So it's not available on there, but I am using it to kind of keep a rough track of everything. So we should have about 10 of these crossed off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Okay, so adding this, and that's Gabe's care credit fully funded for this month, which is awesome. We're also going to be adding to Ellie's care credit. And I believe this is going to be the full month's payment. We're adding $37 to this. And it currently has 38 in there, so that would be the full 75. And that is the full payment. I believe we're done paying her care credit in like December. So we're getting really freaking close with this, and I'm super excited to be done with that. You have no idea how excited I am to be done with that. We have had her care credit for months. So 50, 60, 75. And then Elle's care credit will be out of here actually, because we will no longer, we're just going to be done with it, if that makes sense. So each one of these is equal to $5. This is from Greta over at the Agape Book Club. And this is her pen pal mail, and I love it. And this challenge will save us a total of $75. So finishing this challenge off, we have fully saved this month's freaking care credit, thank goodness. So we will be adding another challenge in there next week, and let's see, what do we have next? We don't have that, we don't have that, don't have that right now. Have that, I believe. Oh, Asima, here it is. Asima is getting $15, correct? That's the last Asima payment she will have. This is getting $15, and this is for the final freaking payment she's had for this freaking debt in a minute. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the one that we have been paying, was it 75? I believe we've been paying. Whatever it was is done. Anyways, $15 being added into there. NCR we're going to be adding in there in a little bit. My BSU is getting 53. And this this is for full $106 payment. Remember, it's $100, but I noticed that because they charge me on my card, let's say an hour. Because they charge me on my card, it adds an extra $6 surcharge, I guess. I don't freaking know. So we're adding the $53, and that's for my full payment at the end of this month. So 106 being added in here. It says 100 on here, but like I said, I noticed with that surcharge, it's 106. So we're just, I'm gonna budget out everything else that I have, but it'll be stuffed in a separate video. So that was all for like my main debts and my main bills that like for sure needed to be paid. Everything else is just kind of as I seem fit, I guess. So let me see. In general, we need 25 for my monthly, 20 for Toria's, 10 for Amanda's group, 6 for this or that, 10 for MU. Okay, and then for the rest of my savings, it's a 20, a 10, a 10. And this is all for different savings. Okay, so this is all for my savings challenges and my games and stuff like that. So that's going to go back here. And then for variables, this trees is one of these. And then everything else is going to go into raves. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $622, which I have guesstimated 380. So that's 242. So I might go and add some more to next month's rent and a couple of other things, but we'll kind of talk about that as like into the next video, because I have already taken up a little over an hour of your time. on just raw film. I'm hoping that it's not a full hour. Fingers crossed though. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you want to see the rest of this be stuffed, go ahead and stay tuned for the next video. I did do this last week, so if you didn't see me stuff like the larger amounts or the last week's monthly play, I'll definitely try and link it in the cards or in the cards of the next videos. But yeah, that will be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again. Like I said, if you made it this far, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It means the best to me. What? It means so much to me. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I am so freaking close to 300. And yeah, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.